See if you can spot the problem here.
We had two guys on our podcast named Cliff and Stuart Connectly. They are devout Christians who spread the word, the gospel. We're very convinced by the eyewitness testimony of Jesus. I don't want to misquote them, but they cited that as some of the strongest evidence they had proved the existence of Jesus at one point in the Bible. And you're saying that you're saying
God,
eyewitness,
not Jesus.
Yeah,
So,
well, Jesus is God to some people. Jesus
no, but the existence of God and the existence of Jesus.
Let's stick with God.
Are separable variables.
Yeah, okay,
here.
so maybe that's do you think Jesus existed?
Because Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, published a book, The Morals of Jesus of Nazareth. And you know what's in that book? He took the New Testament, physically cut out with scissors, every reference to a miracle, anything mythical, magical, conversations with God, and he left in the wisdom of Jesus. To Jefferson, Jesus was a wise person who had a lot of good things to say. The religious dimensions of him was denied in that compilation of his book.
There's a reason Neil deGrasse Tyson has done so well in his career, and he's very enjoyable to listen to. He's got a great voice. The way that he breaks down the things that he's speaking about, I think appeals to a lot of people, and even myself as well. But if you didn't notice, there's one place where all of this falls apart. Because if we're looking at this like Thomas Jefferson looked at it, the problem that we run into is we're going to look at all of these moral sayings, these wise sayings, these things that allow people to interact better, that allow relationships to thrive. And we're building this tower of moral choices, morality, but that foundation is built upon a divine existence, something supernatural, something outside of nature, a basis upon which all of those moral things can stand on. And when you remove Jesus from that, one of the Trinity, the same essence of God, and say he is just a wise teacher, the entire thing crumbles. You now remove the entire foundation upon which that structure rests. Because a naturalist or a materialist will even tell you that ultimately morality is just change in our human interactions over time. There is no progression towards something better. There is no progression towards something ultimate, an ultimate good, because all it simply is changes over time in our human evolution. So then ultimately morality comes down to a matter of opinion. So Jesus' opinion on what was moral and wise at the time really doesn't mean a whole lot to someone 2,000 years ago or to someone now. So if you would argue that Jesus is a moral person, but he was not divine, you're now left with a gaping hole in which now the onus is on you to fill that hole, to give a foundation for the morality that we all deem is good. And I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below.